Empty your mind a simple story about finding peace. There was once a young man named Zaim who lived in a quiet village surrounded by mountains. Even though the place was calm, Zaim's mind was anything but. He was 21 years old and his head was constantly crowded with thoughts. Regrets about the past kept bothering him, and worries about the future never seemed to stop. His mind felt noisy all the time, like a storm he couldn't escape. Because of that, he struggled to sleep, felt tired every day, and slowly forgot what it felt like to smile. One day, Zaim heard people talking about a distant village in the hills. They said a wise old man lived there, someone who used to be a well-known psychologist in the city. After helping many people, the man had left his busy life behind and chosen to live close to nature. From time to time, visitors came to him for advice. Hearing this gave Zaim a bit of hope. He thought maybe this man could help him find the peace he had been missing. After days of traveling, Zaim finally arrived at the hill village. He saw a small house covered in plants and greenery. Sitting quietly on the porch was the old man, his eyes closed, looking completely calm. Zaim approached him respectfully and said that his mind was restless and full of endless thoughts. He told the old man he wanted peace and asked if there was any way to calm his heart. The old man opened his eyes slowly and smiled. Instead of giving a long speech, he asked Zaim to follow him. In the yard, the old man filled a glass with water right to the top. The water was so full that even a tiny movement could make it spill. He handed the glass to Zaim and gave him a simple task. Walk to the edge of the village and come back without spilling a single drop. Zaim was surprised, but he accepted the challenge. He held the glass carefully and began walking. The village road was busy, people passed by, children played, shopkeepers shouted, and dogs barked. But Zaim didn't pay attention to any of it. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass in his hands. Step by step, he walked slowly and carefully, fully focused. When he returned, Zaim proudly said he had completed the task without spilling any water. The old man nodded and asked him if he had noticed the children playing or the dogs barking along the way. Zaim shook his head. He hadn't seen or heard anything else. That's when the old man explained the lesson. When the mind is fully focused on the present moment, there's no room for fear, confusion, or unnecessary thoughts. While Zaim was concentrating on the glass, his mind was quiet. He wasn't stuck in the past or worried about the future, he was simply present. At that moment, Zaim understood. Peace wasn't something he needed to search for outside. It had always been within him, waiting for him to live in the present moment. He thanked the old man and began his journey home. The sun was setting, birds were returning to their nests, and Zaim felt different. He wasn't the restless young man he once was. His mind was calmer now, because he finally knew how to quiet it.